heating. Learn more at les.com.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
John Henry's has a brand new membership club to protect your entire home in one program. With a VIP and a deluxe option, we will help you find the plan that best fits your needs. Receive discounts on services and equipment, priority service, complimentary inspections, and so much more. Protect your home's plumbing, heating, cooling, and electrical systems all in one membership. Call John Henry's to learn more.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air,
and Electrical.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
When it comes to concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction doesn't stall. They go for the takedown. As Nebraska's full-service concrete contractor, they stay in bounds, hold inside position, and never forfeit quality. Whether it's foundations, flatwork, or concrete coatings, they elevate performance and pin down results that win every time. Stevens & Smith Construction is a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket. Because when it's time to wrestle with concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction slams expectations. This is your invite to Lincoln's Oktoberfest. On Saturday, September 27th, come to Beer House at 8th and P in the Haymarket from 11 a.m. till 8 p.m. for a full day of German fun. Live bands, mouth-watering food, cold brews, and games for every age. Try your hand at Stein holding, cornhole, or bring friends for Hammerschlagen. Admission is just $9 in advance, and VIP gives you tokens, a Stein, rooftop access, and more. Lincoln's Oktoberfest, where the beer is flowing, the food is sizzling, and the spirit is Bavarian strong. Be there.
The party is back on in Lincoln this fall, and there's no party like the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show. Join the whole Ticket crew for 2.5 hours of pregame coverage before every home and away game this football season as they get you ready for the game. It's the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show at our downtown studio at 11th and O, sponsored by Select Plumbing, Raising Cane's, Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits, Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Currency, and the Kindler Hotel.
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in, temperature-controlled high-end wine room. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar. There's only one place to go for all your needs for spirits and cigars. That's Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln.
With your weekly high school sports update, I'm Nick Sainert. Capital City Schools had a respectable showing last Friday with Lincoln High beating South Sioux City 26-21. Lincoln Northeast stayed undefeated and improved to 4-0 with a 35-27 win against North Platte. Lincoln North Star blew out Omaha South 57-8. And in an inner-city matchup, Lincoln East shut out Lincoln Southwest 20-0. We now turn our attention to Week 5 action this Thursday and Friday night with Lincoln Southeast traveling to number 1 Millard South. Lincoln Northeast hosts number 6 Omaha North, and number 4 Kearney versus number 10 Lincoln East this Friday night. This has been your weekly high school update on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
The party is back on in Lincoln this fall, and there's no party like the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show. Join the whole Ticket crew for 2.5 hours of pregame coverage before every home and away game this football season as they get you ready for the game. It's the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show at our downtown studio at 11th and O, sponsored by Select Plumbing, Raising Cane's, Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits, Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Currency, and the Kindler Hotel. You're listening to Bock the Blackshirt.
Terrell Farley. Defending Terrell making his first start was a holy terror, number 43.
And Jake Bockoven. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Powered by Bauer.
All right, welcome to Bock the Blackshirt here on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Thursday, September the 25th, 2005. Smoking Gun Jerky Turkey Thursday of Nebraska. We're going to have our beef jerky eat off in a little while that me and Bock eats every week. Thanks, Smoking Gun Turkey of Nebraska, for bringing it. We'll give you more details later. Now, Bock, why is everything in America about money? Money. Everything. TV, cable, parking, gas. Pretty much long about they're going to start charging us for air.
Money makes the world go around.
Yeah,
right?
Makes the money go around. YouTube, TV, and NBC are nearing the end of their deal, potentially putting live college football and NFL at risk. The deals expire September the 30th. Why in the last moment or the last days or something, people want to try to fix things or try to come together? Now let's make a resolution about this on the 29th day. Makes me sick, Bock.
Well, it makes me sick too because it keeps happening to YouTube TV,
and I'm on YouTube TV with you.
Yeah, that's where I get my cable right now. So, yeah, I mean that could be frustrating. I don't want to dive back into Peacock to be able to see those games. So yeah, I don't know. And to your point, kind of last minute always kind of boils down to the last minute. I suppose, that's what's happening when you're kind of debating back and forth and trying to come to a deal on what the next, what the money looks like moving forward. But it does. I mean, it seems to be coming to the last minute and over, it your subscribers, your the folks that pay their money to use your product are put in this worry or fear that they're not going to be able to see what they want to see. So I don't know. For me, it is. I just hope it gets done. We'll see what happens. There are plenty of options out there. So I got to say, I'm getting a little bit. I'm feeling a little bit of wear and tear as a college football fan watching YouTube TV. But it's just hard to find a package. I mean, the reason I went with them is because they at least. BTN is available. There's a lot of packages you can go out there, and there's all just missing one or two channels that a sports fan, a college football fan in particular, needs to have. So hopefully they figure this out because I don't want to be spread thin and going back to buying Peacock so I can watch Big Ten football on Saturday night.
Bock, when we talk about just the pricing wise, YouTube TV is probably like what, $80, $84, $82.
Yeah.
Then you got to have internet, obviously, to watch it. That's another $80. That's $160 a month right there, Bob, just to watch TV.
Yeah, it adds up. Obviously, everybody's kind of got their own budget, but you add that up every month. It's going to be it's going to be a big chunk of change from your year, and hopefully, and that's kind of funny too because you got to get.
Are you the type of person to guess your check and then start subtracting stuff off your check, and then you like, damn, I'm under $100 or $400 after you pay bills?
Oh yeah, I budget every month, try to see what we can work out. It doesn't always make my wife the happiest because I have to cut off some. We're not going to go out and eat here and there or whatever it might be. So it does. I mean, and it can't break down most of your monthly budget. And again, it's kind of funny because I talk about this with wrestling because wrestling is particularly doing this in pro wrestling, that is. But doesn't matter if you don't like pro wrestling. That doesn't factor into this conversation. Is that they have all these different shows and they're just on all these different networks. There's NBC or Peacock. There's Netflix. There's USA Network. So you got to kind of have the cable package. And it's just, again, you add up all these different different entities, and you're like, man, I'm spending a lot of money. And then again, you want to get your worth out of it. So, I have a hard time watching a whole lot of more television than the sports that I watch to begin with. I don't know if I'm always getting the bang for my buck. But it is kind of what it is, because you also want to get out in the world and do some stuff too. So it's interesting, from the cable cutting days and, all these different entertainment apps. And if you don't like live sports, if you're not into live entertainment, obviously none of the listeners right now at 93.7 The Ticket have that problem. It's great. You can just get Netflix. You don't have to pay for cable, that might be good enough for you. But if you want to watch live entertainment sports, you're kind of stuck, paying that bill. And that's is what it is. And so it is what I do.
Because I have a problem with YouTube, because when I tried to watch the CW channel, I couldn't find it.
Yeah.
I don't think it was on there at first. I seen it before because I watched In the Heat of the Night a couple of times on there. You like that show?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
In the Heat of the Night? You don't know that show right there?
Is this a CW original? Or?
It's an ABC original. You never see In the Heat of the Night.
Is this an old school show?
Yeah, this is an old school.
Okay.
Virgil Tibbs.
I'm going to look it up. In the Heat of the Night.
Yeah, it's real old. It's got Archie Bunker on there. Archie Bunker, the old chief. Yeah, I couldn't find the CW when Miami played. I think
South
it was
Florida,
Florida or South Florida. Yeah, I couldn't find it.
Yeah.
So scratch that off. And here's the thing, Bob. I have YouTube TV on my phone. I can scratch the internet out and still have the phone, but at the same time, who wants to look at a little screen every time you want to watch a football game?
Right.
Or when you're not watching it, it clicks off when you're not, when it's not clicked on there right on the station.
Well, I do give it, as we complain about, the price and stuff, I do give it at least credit that you can kind of take it on the go these days as opposed to the old times. The other thing, and of course, it doesn't matter, YouTube TV, whatever you have, you can DVR it. I've got YouTube TV set up to DVR all the college football games. So I basically, the best way that I watch college football games or watch like whole or, try to get from play to play is let an hour and a half go by and then start watching it. And then I'll fast forward through commercials, plays, and just see the actual play in the game. Now that I don't do that for Nebraska football. That's not my best viewing party to watch Nebraska. I'm just talking about like, if I want to get a few games in that day and you only have a certain amount of times, I can watch the majority of, or basically the full 2 or 3 games in the time that it would take me to watch one. So I do think that there are some helpful things that have come along with technology along the way that we have to pay for. But I don't want that to be said out loud too much. So I'm gonna quiet down.
Well, one thing I do like is the Big Ten channel when they have the games in 60 minutes.
Oh yeah.
I like those, but they don't have every game like that. So I tried to go back and watch a Nebraska game. And I seen the time on it, 2 hours and 45 minutes. I'm not watching a game again that I already seen to go over and watch it for 2 hours and 45 minutes, Bob. I just can't.
Right.
So put it on in the Big Ten 60.
Yeah, those aren't bad either.
Those are good things because they don't wait for the huddle. They break the huddle. They go right to the next play. It's a good thing, especially if you want to rewatch it or you're not scouting, but you're taking notes for TV. It's better for that part.
Yeah, I've done that a few times too. It is a fantastic way to go about it. We do have a couple texts here on the Saturday Heyman Jewelers text line. A couple texts in. Old Dad in Bill and Bennett said the Heat of the Night is an awesome show, so they're happy to see that you still watch that. Cubsker says you could quad box games and watch 4-1 on YouTube TV. Yeah, you can. I don't know. That's just a lot of people do that. I mean, NFL Red Zone's jumping around. A lot of people like having several different games on.
I can't watch multiple games, Bob.
I can't focus on them.
You can because you're looking at the screen. Now your eyeball is playing jokes with you because you're up, down, left, right, down in the corner, down in that corner. What's this? Oh, somebody scored. Who is that? Oh, I forgot who I was watching. So now I don't like the multi-screen stuff.
Yeah. And I personally, as somewhat of a broadcaster, right? I like the broadcast. I like to listen to that portion of it too. So if I'm getting kind of entrenched in a game, now to the point of BTN and 60 and fast forwarding, you don't get as much as that either. But it's hard when I'm listening to the broadcast of one, because you obviously have the audio of just one screen, and then things are going on in the other screens. It's fine. I mean, I'll do it if I don't particularly care about too many of the games that are going on, but I kind of like to lock in a little bit more on some of those games. Robbie in Iowa, by the way, says most TVs will let you mirror your phone to the TV so that you can turn your little phone screen into a big screen. That is true. That could be.
Gotta have internet
to mirror it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might.
You have to.
You can't Bluetooth it, right? I don't know.
You can't.
I don't know.
I mean, you can Bluetooth it, but most of them you got to have internet. That's called pick and pick. I think it's something.
Yeah.
But and talk about these and Gorilla Bear says multi-stream is the worst. Only uses half the screen. My attention span is not that great to be watching 4 games at once. I barely can watch the one game at once without touching my phone. So, because I have another game on that phone, and I end up losing interest in what's over on TV to look at my phone because I'm not a good multitasker. Because I'll watch a game and I'll go to Facebook and I'll pay attention more to Facebook and I listen to the game really more to pay attention to it because I'm more focused on something else.
Well, and two, it's just, it's tough because there's usually in each time slot, I mean, the 11 a.m. time slot, there might be 2 games I'm interested in. There might be 3 games that I maybe want to keep an eye on, but very rarely there are 4 games that I'm equally interested in to keep up there. And so you're kind of taking away a little bit to the screen size point there from one to the other. So it is what it is. I mean, it's not the toughest thing in the world. We get so much college football, and this weekend's going to be a great slate of college football games on probably from every time slot. I haven't looked at time slot, each time slot, but it is. Yeah, I personally have to, like I said, either DVR and fast forward through part of it and then kind of jump around and see if the games are of interest and kind of keeping it there. But to me, I just choose 1 or 2 games that I kind of lock in on instead of, and if an upset's coming or something goes around, one of the 2 games I'm locked in on starts to become a blowout, then you can kind of tune away from it.
All right. Now, Derek in the car, I'm going to piss some people off with my answer on this one, too. Derek in the car says, you can always tune in to the radio broadcast with and Kyle Crooks. You guys are, quote, radio guys, right? Yeah, I'm a radio guy, but guess what? I hate listening to the radio. I do. Especially a game. I never listen to a football game on the radio.
Oh, in your car? Would you
never.
No, wouldn't do it.
It doesn't feel the same.
Yeah.
Visual.
Yeah.
Visual. You have to be on the sideline or watching the TV to see that good hit. You can't see that good hit on the radio. You couldn't imagine how hard Emmett Johnson got hit Saturday versus Michigan unless you was there or seen it on TV.
Yeah.
You can only go, woo, on TV, on the radio.
Right.
You can't see it. Woo, what happened?
Yeah.
That's what you say. Woo, he got hit. I wonder how he got hit. I wonder. Guess what? You listen to the radio. It's not good.
Yeah, it's interesting. I there's radio broadcasters again. I like the broadcast element. So there's some of them that I love to listen to. Shout out to some of the guys like Nebraska basketball. I don't mind. I pretty much sometimes have it when I'm driving. Somewhat the screen on, and my phone pocket down on the seat or whatever. But mostly just listen to the radio broadcast. So it can be good. Football can be a little bit tougher. Again, some of the broadcasters can make it a phenomenal experience, but it doesn't equal or equate to seeing it on television. Not quite. And that's why they say TV killed the radio. So.
What is a quad box?
I think he's talking about the split screen.
Who is this? Corey Lincoln said, you guys need to start gambling. You won't have any problems filling up that quad box.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Well, Corey, when I was gambling, lost my money.
Yeah.
It's not fun when you're broke.
That's not too fun.
It's not fun when you stop by a slot machine and try to put $40, $50 in there and walk away with nothing.
No.
So, that's bad gambling. I'm going to leave that part alone. That's why I hate going to gas stations because I have that problem. That's why I try to not keep cash on me.
Oh, yeah.
I got like $220 worth of cash on me now, and it burns my pocket every time I stop by a gas station box. I have to go in there and throw $20 in there. $20.
Yeah.
And if I feel like I'm lucky, I throw $40 in there. And guess what? I walk out mad every day.
Hey, not every day. Sometimes
Not every day.
Sometimes you have positive reports.
This was I hit the other day for $200. Same $220 in my wallet. I haven't hit him over a month, Bob. So I'm still in the negative.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I'm still in the negative. Now, if I can gamble, I want that Mega Million. Not the Mega Million. Oh, well, yes, it is Mega Million. I think it's 400-something million again.
Oh,
almost
yeah,
500 million.
Yeah.
If I hit that, kiss my radio days goodbye.
Oh, you're gonna be gone.
Yeah. Oh, would I?
Yeah.
I'm flying over across the world, man. I'm gonna build a house probably in 10 states.
Mm.
If I hit $500 million,
Yeah, you could.
I have a house in Nebraska. I would have a house in Indiana. I would have a house in Georgia, in Florida.
Yeah,
just for if one day me and you get out the radio, so let's fly to Florida, Bob.
Yeah.
You might lose your wife and your family, Bob, messing with me. But hey, $450 million, hey, you'll be taken care of for life.
Well, that would be interesting. I'm one of those people too. Wait till not that it makes any difference. We wait till it's $1 billion or whatever to give out. Like, I wouldn't be happy to go out and win 100 million or whatever it's on there, and people are quick to tell you, well, when your taxes and all that. Well, it's life-changing money.
Yeah. Are you now railroader Matt, Derek in a car? They both emphasizes mute TV, turn up radio. Still, Bob. Let me tell you something, Bob. Let me tell you about YouTube TV. If you haven't noticed, Bob, your phone, Bob, is faster than YouTube TV on your TV.
Mm.
I was looking at the phone, Bob, and I had the game on. The phone is like 15 seconds faster than the TV.
Yeah. And the radio usually is ahead of the TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, to me, and people, it's funny too, because I, grew up with that. There are people that I don't want to hear the biased commentators on the television. Let's hear the Huskers radio broadcast call. And it was just, I mean, it's almost just part of growing up, because that's how a lot of people and family that I was around listened to it. I would say, let me be 15 seconds late or whatever. I want to experience it live on the television. But so it's kind of funny. We would always have that when I was at my aunt and uncle's house. We'd watch the football games, and somebody'd go into the kitchen where the radio was on and start cheering, a play or two before everybody in the living room knew, okay, here comes a good play for the Huskers. So it's always kind of fun.
I'm just not a radio person, man. My grandparents listened to gospel all Sunday on radios in the morning time. So radios are played out to me. I like now I have what's that called? Series radio.
Yeah.
Give me so many college football stations, Smokey Robinson channels. I can listen to Series radio all day, different stuff and things like that.
Yeah, and Cubster did chime in. Speaking of radio, why did Nebraska get a new basketball announcer? I haven't heard anything on Kent Pavelka. It's not Pavelka that's going to be leaving. Jake Muehlheisen was stepping away from that, so they're going to bring in Jeff Smith. So that's kind of the roundabout for that. But again, and thank God. I mean, Kent Pavelka's a fantastic radio broadcaster. Obviously has done football in the past, but synonymous as the voice of Nebraska basketball. And what I think of when I think of Nebraska basketball, and again, part of it's just kind of that throwback element to it, and it's maybe thinking of times of growing up, if you kind of make that connection with a certain broadcaster, and so that doesn't necessarily work for Kyle Crooks in this situation, who's new to Nebraska right now, but if he sticks around, much like the late Greg Sharp, who stuck around long enough, a lot of people think his voice synonymous with Nebraska football. Can kind of start to make that role in people's listening ears and in their childhoods, or whatever the way that they take in Nebraska football. Could be that case for Kyle Crooks years from now. So and certainly you get an opportunity with big moments, big plays. That Hail Mary call that he was able to call, I'm sure, will be one that they play for a long time. Unfortunately, Nebraska lost that game, or that would be that. I think that would, from this past weekend, would be one of the plays that we always look at back fondly in Nebraska football history and memory, but unfortunately the loss is going to belittle that a little bit.
All right, Bock, let's go to break, and when we come back, more football talk. We're going to look at some statistics. Big Ten, nationwide, sack leader, reception leader, quarterback leader, what else? Interception leader. We're going to look at it all. 93.7 The Ticket, Bock and the Black Shirt.
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
This is your year, where your team takes it all the way. Win way more than bragging rights at Warhorse Casino, where your love of the game could put $1 million in your pocket. The Pro Football Frenzy is free to play with prizes all season long. Weekly cash prizes up to $1,000 cash, season-long leaderboards, and a chance to win $1 million. Only at Warhorse Casino. Wagers may only be placed on Nebraska-based teams when played outside the state of Nebraska. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
This is your invite to Lincoln's Oktoberfest. On Saturday, September 27th, come to Beer House at 8th and P in the Haymarket from 11 a.m. till 8 p.m. for a full day of German fun. Live bands, mouth-watering food, cold brews, and games for every age. Try your hand at Steinholding, Cornhole, or bring friends for Hammerschlagen. Admission is just $9 in advance, and VIP gives you tokens, a Stein, rooftop access, and more. Lincoln's Oktoberfest, where the beer is flowing, the food is sizzling, and the spirit is Bavarian strong. Be there.
At CHI Health Clinic, we believe healthcare should be personal, because knowing your provider personally makes appointments more comfortable, more productive, and more meaningful to your overall health. Get matched with a primary care provider based on your personality and lifestyle using CHI Health Clinic's My Provider Match. Take the survey at myprovidermatch.com to find the right provider for you. Getting healthier starts by getting personal at CHI Health Clinic.
Shopping for new flooring is different today. Getting your questions answered, making the right selection, getting the best value, and installed quickly and professionally. Visit OStreetCarpet.com or shop our store. We'll answer all your questions and help you make the right choice. You'll be enjoying your new floor in just days for less than you'd pay elsewhere. Carpet, vinyl, wood, laminate, tile, and area rugs. We've got it all.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC. This month kicks off Koppel's 50th anniversary sale. We're celebrating 50 years by offering an additional $500 discount to the next 100 customers that buy a new vehicle. This is in addition to the huge savings already in place. You can take an extra $500 off our discounted price, or we can cut you a check on the spot. Celebrate with savings and see why customers have trusted Koppel since 1975. It's our way of saying thank you for all these years.
Need a tractor that works as hard as you do? Whether you're baling hay or feeding cattle, a John Deere 6M or 6R from Landmark Implement is built to handle it all. And right now, you can get 0% fixed rate financing for up to 72 months on new in-stock models. That's 6 years with zero interest on the tractor your operation depends on. Hurry into your local Landmark Implement or visit landmarkimp.com and experience the Landmark difference.
Are you ready to transform your body and your life in just 10 weeks? At Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping, our kickboxing challenge combines heart-pumping cardio, strength training, and proven nutrition coaching to deliver real results. Lose fat, gain strength, and feel more confident than ever. Spots are limited. Don't wait. Join the next Farrell's 10-week challenge starting October 11th and take the first swing towards a healthier, stronger you. Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping, results, not excuses. Join today, fxblincoln.com. That's fxblincoln.com.
Chorizo Construction is now hiring for skilled craftsmen, steel erectors, concrete workers, and general laborers. Suizo Construction offers great benefits like premium wages, health and dental insurance, paid holidays and vacation, 401k with company match, life insurance, and disability insurance. They pride themselves on a legacy of 40 years built on integrity and trust. Joining their team means becoming part of a family that values hard work, dedication, and mutual respect. Apply today at Schwizo.com. That's SCHWISOW.com.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Football game days are fun for the whole family, but not every child is ready for 4 quarters in the stadium. That's why the Lincoln Children's Museum offers game day play dates for kids ages 5 to 12. While you enjoy the game, your kids enjoy their own adventure at the museum, conveniently located just steps from the stadium. Registration required. And the fun isn't just on game days. The museum is open 6 days a week with 3 floors of hands-on play and activities. Out-of-town families, make the most of your weekend in Lincoln. Visit lincolnchildrensmuseum.org.
Midwest Bank is proud to serve Nebraska communities for over 70 years. We're a community bank making local decisions, supporting community organizations, and helping businesses succeed with 10 locations throughout the state from Wisner to Deschler, Norfolk to York, and right here in Lincoln too. Whether you're opening a checking account, buying your first home, in need of an ag loan, or in search of cash management services for your business, we're here for you. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Find out more at midwest.bank. Member FDIC.
You're listening to Bock and the Blackshirt, on air and online at theticketfm.com.
Welcome back to Bock and the Blackshirt here on 93.7 The Ticket. We are on Monday through Friday from 1 to 3. We are powered
by
Bauer.
Infrastructure.
Bauer.
Underground.
Barrett.
Excavating.
Shout out to the Bauer crew out there working hard. Bock, let's go to, I got one more thing I wanted to tell you, Bock. Starting next year, or might be this year a little bit when basketball comes, but college athletics is expected to approve legislation allowing uniforms to feature sponsor patches on it. Patches could be added to jerseys as soon as next fall. Yeah. Would you like a Runza on your jersey, Bob?
I don't think it necessarily would, but I don't think it would be the worst thing. Now, obviously, this is a cash grab again, trying to get some more money and finding different ways. As long as they don't go completely NASCAR and you know have all sorts of different sponsors everywhere, I don't think it would be that bad of a problem. And I only say that kind of going back to the NBA. The NBA did this years ago, and at first I was frustrated. As a Celtics fan, a historic franchise, a historic uniform, I didn't want to see some patch on there. But after a few games, after a half, really, you'll get used to it rather quickly, and it just kind of becomes part of it. And so I don't see a problem with it. We're seeing more and more logos, especially in the SEC, of just company logos on the field, and that's an adjustment. We've seen that with 1890 at Nebraska, but not necessarily a company logo. Ideally, should it be there? Maybe not. I mean, I think you might, if it does happen, then we might harken back to the days, of now, I guess from 5 or 10 years from now, and say it was better, but it doesn't really factor in a whole lot. When you're buying a jersey at the store, is that patch going to be on there? Can be, if you want it to look, like the very jersey that they're going to wear out there. So to me, it's not the biggest deal. Again, just having gone through to the NBA and overreacting to that at one time for myself, and to where it's been now, I think I did overreact. I don't think it ended up, factoring in how I watched the game or bother me as much as I thought it would. Really, it's just change. I mean, there's so much change in college football and sports in general. But college football, I mean, there's so much change in college football that at this point, it's like, no, that's not what would be something that would, change the way that I want to say. I mean, we're talking about having 5 years of eligibility for athletes.
Yeah.
That's a way bigger change than a little patch on a jersey.
Well, what's the worst you can put on there, Bob? What's the worst?
The Force Company?
Yeah. Some dog scoop and poop, huh?
Yeah. It'd have to be a big scoop and poop type of company. I mean, you got to have a lot of money to get a jersey. I mean, I would think you might see Sand Hills Global or something like that for Nebraska. Wouldn't mind, like you said, you Runza Valentino, some of the food that we associate with Husker football. That would fit on there quite nicely, I think.
Yeah. I think Runza, Valentino's, some Nebraska brand.
Well, 93.7 the ticket would be my preference, but I don't know if that's going to come up. But.
Well, we made it to the big screen, Bach. We got to take baby steps.
We're taking
Bach.
our baby steps.
Yeah, you got to take baby steps before you can walk or even do stuff like that, Bach.
Well, Terrell, earlier you were talking about making some money, and in that way it was gambling. But there is a chance to win money without having to put any money up front, and that is the Cash Blitz keyword that I've got for you. It's time for the Cash Blitz.
I'm sorry, Bob.
You like that one?
No, it's just
the response to the text.
Yeah, Chico Bell's husband would be great, Pat. Dr. John's. I mean, it's,
yeah, you can find that.
Yeah, but that Chico Bell buzz.
It is time for the Cash Blitz $1,000 contest keyword. Text it to 508-777-1000. 508-777-1000. You can head to the Cash Blitz website as well. I'll give you a second to pull out your phone or open the site. All right. Today's keyword on Bock the Blackshirt is sun. That's S-U-N. Just text S-U-N, sun, to 508-777-1000. Remember, every keyword you enter is another chance to win. One lucky listener will take home $1,000 tomorrow around noon. Don't wait. Get that keyword in now. Bock the Blackshirt's keyword today, sun, S-U-N, to 508-777-1000. Good luck. We also got some Bar 48 gift cards to give away today, so stay tuned. We're in a giving mood.
Yeah. But if you're in a giving mood, but if somebody don't win that money, they're gonna come looking for you.
It's not me. I'm doing the best I can. Son, S-U-N. I can keep repeating it all day long for you.
All right, Bach, let's look at some NCAA player stats when we talk about offensive, defensive wise. Offensive wise, in the nation, Sawyer Robertson leads the nation in passing at 1,320. Steve Angelo leads at Syracuse. I think he's out for the year now.
Out for the year,
yeah, so he's at 1,371, I think. Okay, here we go. Darren Minshew, Duke, is at 1,305. Let's see where our boy Dylan Riola's at. Dylan Riola's at number 11. He's at 1,137 yards, 102 for 35 completion. He probably has one of the best completion rates in the nation if you look at the completion rate. He has 11 touchdowns. Joey Aguilera has 12. I think Sawyer Robertson leads the nation in touchdowns. So if we go to touchdowns, let's see. Dylan Riola will be 6 in touchdowns. Fernando Mendoza would be number 1. And the thing with him, Bach, he broke his thumb.
Mendoza did?
Yeah.
I know John Mateer did from Oklahoma.
Oklahoma, yeah. Oklahoma. He's out for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, and those two, I see why you got him confused, because those two were kind of on everybody's list for the leaders of the Heisman. But it's kind of funny just what one game can do. Mendoza, his stats are fantastic. He even had a game, I think, where he was 21 of 22. But I think it was like you that put it earlier. Somebody said, they haven't played the best schedule. And so Mendoza, despite his stats being fantastic, and they are, I mean, look at, I think it's 16 touchdowns and 0 picks or something like that. He's only played in one game against legitimate competition. And John Mateer's Heisman race to this point has been built off one game against Michigan. So it's kind of funny to see the leaders in the clubhouse as far as the Heisman, just based on mostly one game, right? The overall stats and profile of it certainly factors in. But as we all know, these stats are a lot of fun, and we would like to just say, okay, you're third of the way in the season, times these numbers by 3, and that's what you're going to get. And a lot of people are trying to do that with Dylan, but those are the non-con numbers factoring in those. You get stat stuffing games to a degree. So it'll change as we go on, and of course the Heisman race is wide open. But particularly, with a guy like John Mateer, a guy that you figured might be in there, due to miss a few games here coming up. Could even miss the Red River shootout with, and I'm not calling it the Red River rivalry, the Red River shootout with Texas. I think they've got a game this week, and then it's going to be, I think they got a bye this week, then they've got a game, and then Texas.
Yeah. A lot of people are just kind of upset, especially the people in Nebraska, how Dylan Raiola has been treated. We go through this, but we're Nebraska. We have to get out of this. It's not good to see a quarterback play better than what the team is playing, but right now Dylan Raiola is on a great trajectory, or however you say it, Bock, to have 3,000 yards, probably 30 touchdowns, probably 4 or 5 picks. See how the rest of the season goes.
Yeah. That's where he's at right now. You look at it, 1,137 yards, 11 touchdowns, 1 interception. Of course, last year threw 13 touchdowns and 11 interceptions. So we've seen it, but we've also seen, a split for Dylan Raiola. We figure that was the freshman wall. Hopefully that's not going to come back around, but he definitely was on pace for a better season early last season than he ended up having in totality. And again, that's why I say a little bit of caution with these numbers. I do think that he's gotten better. 2 of these numbers, of course, against or 2 of these games have the production against Power 4 schools and Michigan State. Don't look now, but Michigan State just gave up 500 plus yards to USC, 45 points, and Jaden Mayava had a day. Michigan State does not rush the passer well, so that is going to be something nice. They don't defend the pass very well, so I think he could add to his numbers in their next game against Sparty as well. But, a lot of it's too just the tape for Raiola. You're right. That's been a big discussion point for Husker football, especially this past week, is the national media reacting to Dylan Raiola in whatever way they see fit. And they want to have a take on him, kind of being, cosplay Mahomes or all that sort of stuff. Was the game against Michigan good? It's a tough read. He threw for 300 yards and 3 touchdowns. Generally, that's going to be pretty good. But one was a Hail Mary, and he got sacked 7 times, and he made some plays that, it might not have been perfect. So you can highlight some, mistakes in 41 throws. So he'll, if you got to keep kind of fighting up there. He'll get the respect that he deserves when he helps Nebraska to a big victory. And he could be a guy that we hope, obviously, if he keeps these numbers up, could be up for some award season himself. You just got to keep going. But most importantly, as we know, you got to get the wins.
Is Dylan the best quarterback in the Big Ten?
I don't know if I would go that far yet. The Big Ten's got a lot of good quarterbacks.
Is he top 3 Big Ten? Speak your mind, Bock.
Well, it's tough. I got to get all of them kind of in front of me. It's interesting because
I have them in front of me, Bock. Okay. Jaden Mayavo.
Yep.
Mayavo. 70% completion rate. 1,200 yards. 1,223, matter of fact. 9 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, 2 sacks. Cadillac Manners. 68%, 68.8%. 1,150 yards. 7 interceptions. No, 7 touchdowns, 1 interception, 8 sacks.
Yeah.
Dylan Raiola, 75.6, 1,137 yards, 11 touchdowns, 1 INT, 10 sacks. Malik Washington, 1,038, 60%, 8 touchdowns, 1 interception, 1 sack. Fernando Mendoza, 979, 75 yards, 14 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, 3 sacks. Let's see some other guys. Dante Moore, 962, 11 interceptions, 1 INT, 1 sack. Do you add it up with the sacks in there? Does it make it more harder with the sacks or without the sacks, Bob?
Well, obviously it's better to not have too many. I think, I think there can be some leniency there. I don't think it's fair to completely throw them out, because that's the whole idea behind these kind of mobile quarterbacks. They're able to evade the sacks and kind of make bigger plays out of what could be compared to kind of pro style quarterbacks. So it's something I think you should factor in, but it's also something that I don't know is completely on the quarterback, right? If you're working with behind an offensive lineman, if you have really good numbers and a lot of sacks, it can kind of tell different stories. So I mean, stats don't tell the whole story, or like we like to say. You got to watch some game tape, and even then, you got to understand.
Well, that's why I threw the sacks in there, because the guy who's been sacked most is Danny O'Neal from Wisconsin, 13 sacks.
Oh yeah,
yeah. TJ Lateef, he's number 19 quarterback in the Big Ten.
Hey, there we go.
11 for 12, 91%, 254 yards, probably 1 touchdown, 0 sacks, 0 interceptions. Once again, I think you're setting yourself up for failure when you keep playing this young man. I know you have to play him, but at the same time, when you got a guy that's in front of him, it's not like Dylan's a junior.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Dylan's a sophomore. This kid's a freshman. You set yourself up for failure if you don't pay this kid. I mean, you got to bump him up. It's like paying a veteran NFL backup $3 million. That's what they go for, don't it?
Yeah.
I'm not saying a backup in college football. What's a good price you probably think for a good backup in college football? 500,000, million? I mean, 800,000. What?
So yeah, because you got to recruit him in.
Yeah.
Obviously, Dante Moore, I would be interested to see what he made at Oregon last year.
All right, Bock the Blackshirt. When we come back, more stats: running back, receivers, DNs, INTs, punts, coaching, everything. 93.7 Ticket. We'll be right back.
At CHI Health Clinic, we believe healthcare should be personal, because knowing your provider personally makes appointments more comfortable, more productive, and more meaningful to your overall health. Get matched with a primary care provider based on your personality and lifestyle using CHI Health Clinic's My Provider Match. Take the survey at myprovidermatch.com to find the right provider for you. Getting healthier starts by getting personal at CHI Health Clinic.
Sometimes good people make mistakes. When you find yourself in need of an attorney, call Liberty Law Group. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group will defend you in court and protect your freedom to get you the best possible outcome and the justice you deserve. Trust your freedom to Liberty Law Group, the best criminal attorneys in Nebraska and Iowa. Call them today at 877-404-5238. That's 877-404-5238. Or check them out online at libertylawgroup.com.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
We interrupt this commercial break for an important story.
There once was a man from Nebraska who went searching for food in Alaska. When his stomach was rumbling while laying in bed, he could think of only one option, Führer's cheese spread. So he left at once and drove day and night to return back home for cheese spread delight. Now his stomach is full and the voice in his head tells him no more vacations without Führer's cheese spread. Find yours today at most local grocers.
Shopping for new flooring is different today. Getting your questions answered, making the right selection, getting the best value, and installed quickly and professionally. Visit ostreetcarpet.com or shop our store. We'll answer all your questions and help you make the right choice. You'll be enjoying your new floor in just days for less than you'd pay elsewhere. Carpet, vinyl, wood, laminate, tile, and area rugs. We've got it all.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
This is your invite to Lincoln's Oktoberfest. On Saturday, September 27th, Come to Beer House at 8th and P in the Haymarket from 11 a.m. till 8 p.m. for a full day of German fun. Live bands, mouth-watering food, cold brews, and games for every age. Try your hand at Steinholding, Cornhole, or bring friends for Hammerschlagen. Admission is just $9 in advance, and VIP gives you tokens, a Stein, rooftop access, and more. Lincoln's Oktoberfest, where the beer is flowing, the food is sizzling, and the spirit is Bavarian strong. Be there.
Did you know that deer collisions are covered under the comprehensive portion of your car insurance? That means, like with hail damage or vandalism, since they are out of your control, they don't usually raise your insurance rates. And that's a good thing, since most deer don't carry liability insurance. At Eustace Body Shop, we fixed all kinds of animal collision damage, from cows to raccoons, bobcats, and even turkeys. We can't do much for the animal, but we can get your car back on all fours and looking like new again.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in temperature-controlled high-end wine room. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar. There's only one place to go for all your needs for spirits and cigars. That's Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT. From cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio-video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between. We'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
Football game days are fun for the whole family, but not every child is ready for 4 quarters in the stadium. That's why the Lincoln Children's Museum offers game day play dates for kids ages 5 to 12. While you enjoy the game, your kids enjoy their own adventure at the museum, conveniently located just steps from the stadium. Registration required. And the fun isn't just on game days. The museum is open 6 days a week with 3 floors of hands-on play and activities. Out-of-town families, make the most of your weekend in Lincoln. Visit lincolnchildrensmuseum.org. Big news, Nebraska. Love Omaha is now Love Nebraska. This is more than just a new name. It's a tribute to what Nebraska represents in the world of volleyball. It's still the same team with the same mission, led by players you know and love. Now backed by a new ownership group led by Jordan Larson. As Love Nebraska, they're entering an exciting new chapter, pushing for a championship title in 2026 and building new opportunities for the next generation of players across the state. They want you with them. Let's show the world how Nebraska plays volleyball. Join the movement at lovneb.com and sign up to become a Love Nebraska Insider today.
Schwieso Construction is now hiring for skilled craftsmen, steel erectors, concrete workers, and general laborers. Schwieso Construction offers great benefits like premium wages, health and dental insurance, paid holidays and vacation, 401k with company match, life insurance, and disability insurance. They pride themselves on a legacy of 40 years built on integrity and trust. Joining their team means becoming part of a family that values hard work, dedication, and mutual respect. Apply today at schwieso.com. That's schwissow.com.
You're listening to Bock and the Blackshirt, on air and online at theticketfm.com.
Welcome back to Bock and the Blackshirt here on 93.7 The Ticket. We're on from 1 to 3, Monday through Friday. All right, Bock, you got anything quick? Because if I'm going to do this rushing, I'm not going to have enough time with the clock sitting like right here like this.
Yeah, we are going to do a quick segment here as we try to get back on track for the show. But there's a few things that I think are interesting to kind of break down here. I'm trying to look at which topic I want to jump into, but I do think that one that is interesting to me as I jump through these would be Tom Brady. I don't know if you've kind of followed the story. He's had to defend his ethics against the distrust of being a commentator and a minority owner with the Raiders. In the weekly newsletter entitled Do Your Job, published Wednesday, Brady wrote that only the paranoid and distrustful believe that there's a conflict in his roles as a broadcaster. He gets access, obviously, to other teams' players and coaches that others do not have. And in week 2 of Monday Night Football, the broadcast showed him wearing a headset in the Raiders booth during the first quarter of the Raiders' loss to the Chargers. So that's where this kind of all came together. The NFL said in a statement the next day that Brady didn't violate any rules. Do you have a problem with a minority owner also being a broadcaster, getting that access, that insight to all these teams? Or, I mean, do we also act, kind of act like maybe if it's one name, then maybe you have a problem with it. If it's Tom Brady, maybe you don't. Does he get a little bit of that credit?
Has it been done before?
No.
What is Tom Brady known for? Has he cheated before? Has he?
He's maybe.
Yes, he has.
Yeah.
Deflate ball. He knew that ball wasn't right. Tom Brady's a cheater. I mean, he shouldn't be able to be in those positions where he at. I mean, if you're going to be an owner, be an owner. If you're going to be a reporter or a sideline reporter, even
highly paid broadcaster, well paid.
Yeah, well paid, $40 million man a year. You got to pick one, Bob. I mean, I don't think it's that hard for him to pick. I mean, either you're going to do your job as a broadcaster or you're going to be an owner. I mean, do you know how much Tom Brady is getting for that flag football game he's playing in?
Mm-mm.
Just guess.
I don't even
know. Under over 10 million.
Over.
Under 30 million.
No.
Under over 50 million.
Under
over 70 million. Under over 75 million, Bob.
I would say under.
$75 million is what Tom Brady is getting paid from the Saudi dude to play in a flag football game. So
lot of money.
Tom Brady's not hurting for money.
Oh, no.
But he is a well-known cheater. He is.
Yeah.
I'm just telling the truth.
Do you think this would be a bbigger deal if the Raiders were winning? I think
it'd be bigger than that if they was undefeated.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. If they was like 8-1, 8-0, it'd be a very, very hard topic not to tell him he has to step down from broadcasting.
Yeah, it's interesting. It'll be interesting moving forward to see kind of how the NFL reacts to it. Again, specifically if the Raiders start winning. One other thing I wanted to get to. I don't know if you're not a big skateboarding guy. You ever try skateboarding, Terrell?
Little
bit.
When I was younger.
Well, of course, Tony Hawk is known for skateboarding, and he landed the first 900 at the X Games. Helped blow up what the X Games was back in 1999. That skateboard that he landed that first 900 is now sold for $1.15 million at a charity giveaway here. All the money that he used to have is going to go not here in Lincoln, but in this case. But that 900 was so historic that there was other items up for sale as well. The helmet that he wore, $115,000 for the helmet he wore during the 900. $64,000 for his sneakers and $57,600 for the knee pads he wore to pull that off. Again, he said the proceeds from the auction will go to his nonprofit, the Skateboard Project, which aims to build skate parks in underserved areas. So at least it's going to the right places. Hawk was the first to land the 900 in 1999, as I've said it. Since then, many have done it, including a 9-year-old, Emma Kawakami, who landed 3 in a row. The 900, by the way, is 2.5 full spins in the air. I was looking it up, too. The 1080, which would be 3 full spins, has also been landed by children. I think the children have an advantage, in the air, how many spins they can get, maybe because of their lack of height and weight and all that. But kind of interesting to see that, and of course, it was historic. It kind of helped put Tony Hawk and the X Games on the map. So all these years later, they decided to sell it and put it toward a good cause. So that's a lot of money for that stuff.
Yeah, it is. But all right, one question: Who's a better color analyst guy, Tom Brady or Greg Olsen?
I haven't watched enough of Tom Brady to be honest with you to be able to tell you.
All right, 6699 said Greg Olsen. They need to bring him back because he's better.
Yeah, I mean he did take his job, so there is that.
Bill and Bennett says Tom Brady sucks as a color. Should always be known as a cheater. See, I told you he's a cheater.
Yeah.
He's a cheater.
Well, there are going to be people from that weren't happy about his career that are always going to bring that over. But we'll see. I mean, I haven't
There's
heard
guys
too
that
much.
cheated everything. Bach is even
Oh, yeah.
cheaters on Call of Duty.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so you got to watch out for cheaters in life.
That's right.
93.7 The Ticket, Bock the Blackshirt. We'll be right back.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet, KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
From the capital to castles, starting this December, fly nonstop from Lincoln to Orlando with service from Breeze Airways. That's right, nonstop flights to Orlando out of LNK are starting this December. You're now just a flight away from Disney World, Universal Studios, Legoland, and the Space Coast. Stretch out and relax on Breeze with complimentary family seating. Book your magical getaway now at LincolnAirport.com. LNK, make flying easy.
Mike, the insurance company wants us to replace the roof.
Wait, what? I thought everything was fine.
Yeah, it says right here our roof is too old and they won't be able to cover us anymore.
I guess it is 15 years old. Hi, I'm Austin with Roofing Service Company. We help homeowners with their roofing and siding projects. Financing options are available, and we can get you under a new roof no time at all. If this sounds like you, visit roofingservicecompany.com. That is roofingservicecompany.com.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT. From cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio-video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between. We'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
Empire Netting and Fence delivers top quality netting and fence solutions. From major sports venues to backyard installs and everything in between, coast to coast. We take on tough jobs with grit, integrity, and a strong commitment to safety. Empire is growing, and we're hiring motivated people ready to grow with us. We build each other up, and we're building something big. Think you've got what it takes? Apply now at empire-fence.com. That's empire-fence.com.
Sometimes good people make mistakes. When you find yourself in need of an attorney, call Liberty Law Group. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group will defend you in court and protect your freedom to get you the best possible outcome and the justice you deserve. Trust your freedom to Liberty Law Group, the best criminal attorneys in Nebraska and Iowa. Call them today at 877-404-5238. That's 877-404-5238. Or check them out online at libertylawgroup.com.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Farmers know it all starts with the soil. At Carbon Connections, they're helping you unlock its full potential. Their high-quality humic acid improves nutrient uptake, boosts root development, and enhances soil structure, so your crops get more from every acre. It doesn't stop there. With a full lineup of crop protection products, they help you reduce synthetic inputs while protecting yields and profits. Smarter inputs, healthier soils, better returns. It's time to grow more naturally. Visit Carbon Connections on Facebook or call them today at 402-947-1476 to learn how they can help your farm thrive. Carbon Connections, unlocking your potential.
Are you ready for a new opportunity?
Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait. Apply now.
The party is back on in Lincoln this fall, and there's no party like the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show. Join the whole ticket crew for 2.5 hours of pregame coverage before every home and away game this football season as they get you ready for the game. It's the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show at our downtown studio at 11th and O. Sponsored by Select Plumbing, Raising Cane's, Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits, Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Currency, and the Kindler Hotel.
Midwest Bank is proud to serve Nebraska communities for over 70 years. We're a community bank making local decisions, supporting community organizations, and helping businesses succeed with 10 locations throughout the state, from Wisner to Deschler, Norfolk to York, and right here in Lincoln too. Whether you're opening a checking account, buying your first home, in need of an ag loan, or in search of cash management services for your business, we're here for you. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Find out more at midwest.bank. Member FDIC.
You're listening to Bock the Blackshirt.
Terrell Farley. Defending Terrell Farley, who last week in his first start was a holy terror. Number 43.
And Jake Bockoven. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Powered by Bauer.
All right, welcome back to Bock the Blackshirt here on 93.7 The Ticket. We're at 1040 O Street. And yes, we are on Monday through Friday, 1 to 3. So check two brothers out trying to make a little change. All right, Bock, it's Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska Day. And Smoking Gun Nebraska is the area's best choice for small batch gourmet jerky at the Smoking Guns Jerky of Nebraska. Everything they make is done entirely in the store. It's not mass production, but carefully handcrafted every time. There are two places you can go to get some Smoking Gun Jerky for yourself. You can stop by the store at 443 North 48th Street, or you can go online at smokinggunjerky.com. Use code word Bock or Farley to get 10% off your order. Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska, Nebraska's go-to store for jerky.
I'm looking forward to it, yeah.
Now, we have our taste test, and we're going to do our taster here online like we do every Thursday. And the first one, Bock, I see is Maui Wowie beef jerky. Pineapple, ginger, honey with a slight volcanic burst of heat.
Uh-oh. I didn't get my water. I didn't know it sounded like Hawaiian to me. I wasn't too worried about it. You sure you want to start with this one?
Yeah, Maui Wowie. This
over 50 flavors they have, by the way. So
yeah, when you think of Maui Wowie, you think of the movie Pineapple Express or something like that. Okay, pretty good.
Yeah, really good. Like I said, I really like pineapple, so you kind of get that flavor right away. To a degree. I'm not feeling the heat quite yet. Well, I'm waiting for the burst, because they said it comes in a burst. Starting to feel a little bit of it now, to be honest with you. Really good, though.
Yeah. I haven't felt the burst yet.
Yeah. This one might be among my favorites. I wouldn't say so far, and we'll see. It might stick around. Something
when it talks about the burst, is it like a dragon breath burst? Like, like, is it hot or? I feel it a little bit, not too much.
It's like in the back of your throat a little bit. Yeah, a little heat coming up.
It comes with the ginger, though.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out the flavor profile that I can taste so well. It's just delicious.
All right, Bock. Next one, maple and brown sugar beef jerky, sweet, smoky. hickory flavor.
And as always, as I must say, with the jerky, easy to chew through, very good. Like they said, locally made, locally owned, and so that's never going to be a problem. Definitely taste the brown sugar in that one. I knew it was going to be sweet. Definitely a flavor for you if you don't want any sort of burst. There's no heat on this one.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, some sweet jerky, good stuff.
All right, Bob, next one. Garlic barbecue, beef jerky, mild garlic with a sweet barbecue flavor.
I do like garlic myself, so I'm interested. Mix it in with some barbecue. You having trouble getting it out?
No, just don't want a big piece.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I like this.
I'm gonna come back and eat these afterwards, but maybe not during this segment.
Okay, this
yeah,
this is one of my good ones. I like the garlic taste.
Yeah, it's more garlic than barbecue, I'd say a little bit.
Yeah.
If you're more of a garlic fan, I'm sure they got several barbecue options, but it's definitely if you heavily like particularly into garlic. I am. Good stuff. Never disappointing.
Never disappointing. Smoking Guns of Nebraska, the area's best choice for small batch gourmet jerky. You can got two places you can go to, 443 North 48th, or you can order online at smokinggunjerky.com. Use code word Farley or Bock to get your 10% off. I like that.
Yeah, you can get your seasonings there as well. You don't just have to have the jerky. I think they got several seasonings that you can add, marinades. So as I'm looking at it, jerky boxes on the website. Worth going to smokinggunjerky.com for sure. And use the promo code Bock, not Farley.
Right.
I mean, Bock or Farley is what I mean. That's what I mean.
Bock.
Oh, yeah, we're on a team. Yeah, that's what I meant. But I will say Bock, B-O-C-K. That's shorter than Farley. So if you want to save some time.
Yeah. All right, Bock, let's go to we was on stats earlier, Bock. We did the quarterback stats. Yeah. We're going to look at running backs now in the nation. Then we'll break down the Big Ten. When you talk about running backs in the nation, Robert Henry Jr. from University of Texas, San Antonio, he leads the nation in rushing at 624 yards, 68 carries, 9.2 a carry, 7 touchdowns. Ahmad Hardy from Missouri is second with 79 carries for 600 yards, 7.6 yards a carry, 600. Justin Hayes, who we just seen play last week from Michigan, 66 carries for 537 yards. Emmett is 14th in the nation. He's at 71 carries, 391 yards, 5.5 yards a carry, 4 touchdowns. Now let's go to the Big Ten, Bock, and see how he fares in the running back. I think he's second in the Big Ten, but we're going to check it out. All right, he's third in the Big Ten. Wayman Jordan is second with 57 carries for 443 yards, 7.8 yards a carry. Justice Hayes, number 1 with 537. Emmett's 391. Jonah Coleman is 347. Antoine Raymond is 310. Kalen Black from Indiana is 306. And Katron Allen, you know who he is, Bob, from Penn State, 273. Desmond Williams Jr. is a quarterback on here. He's the only quarterback so far that I see. He has, hold on. Who did I say?
Desmond Williams Jr., the Washington quarterback.
Yeah. Okay, he's at 220 yards on 34 carries. Your boy Bryce Underwood has 169. Aiden Child has 158. All right, so that's the running back part of it, Bock. Let's go to receivers. Receiving, leading the nation in receiving. Malik Lemon, UCLA, 24 catches, 438 yards. Omar Cooper Jr., Indiana. Oh, this is Big Ten. Okay, so this is Big Ten. 19 for 377. Jeremiah Smith has 20 for 315. Let's see, where's our guy at? Ja'Cory Barney is 8 at 21 catches and 301 yards. Dan Key is 16. He is 15 with 16 catches for 226 yards. Nazir is 13. Nazir Hunter is 22 with 13 catches for 197 yards. Luke Lindemeyer, 16 catches.
Represented.
He moved up on the tight end list for me if he got 16 catches already for 160 yards.
Yeah, there's a few tight ends that, of course, in the Big Ten
Cortez
that
Mills
go through.
Jr., number 43, 6 catches, 128.
Yeah, he got much of that off that chunk play he had. But yeah, it is interesting, especially you look at USC's offense, an offense that's down the line at Nebraska right now. What'd you say? The number 2 rusher and the number 1 receiver in the Big Ten at this point. Again,
Number 3 rusher.
Yeah, so I mean they've
3
got
rusher,
a good
3
combo.
quarterback. I think he's seventh on the defense. I mean 7th on receiver.
And the other thing that pops out to me too is Indiana. Elijah Sherratt, we already knew was going to be a great wide receiver coming into this year, but Omar Cooper right now at this point in time has, as I don't know if he's taking over the number 1 spot, but he does have the most yards at this point. Both of them have 5 touchdowns already on the season receiving.
All right, Bach, defense-wise, Daniel Wingate leads the Big Ten in tackles at 39 tackles. Isaiah Chisholm, he's second with 37. John Vaughn is third with 35. Let's see, Ernest Hausman is fifth with 29. So he's up there. Let's see, who do we have any guys up here? That'll be a negative. Ooh, Javen Wright. He's at 37 with 17 tackles.
Yeah, it's not necessarily a defense.
Deshaun Singleton with 17 tackles.
Yeah. Just 2 representing the top, what was that, top 4?
37. They're number 37.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be the year. I thought coming in that Marquise Watson-Trent might be able to pile up a lot of tackles. To this point, has not a little bit underwhelming in my mind, at least in what it was expecting. And we'll see if he can kind of come around. Sometimes it takes some guys, but I don't know if Nebraska's going to right now not on pace. Doesn't look like they're going to have anybody kind of stand out in the tackling department.
Yeah. Sidney Stewart from Maryland has 4 sacks. Max Llewellyn has 4 sacks for Iowa. Gabe Jacobs has 3.5 for Illinois. Braylon Shelby has 3.5 for Illinois for USC. Eric Gentry has 3 for USC. Let's see what guys we have in the sack department. I don't think. Deshaun McCullum has 2. He's number 14. Who else we have? Marquise Watson-Trent has 1. He's only has 9 tackles, Bob.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I was expecting him to be among the team's lead. Hasn't been that case so far. We'll see again. Adjustments can be made. I want to go back to Emmett. Emmett, going back to the offensive side and being up there among the rushing lead, like you said, 3rd. It was just kind of an interesting game. Obviously, wasn't able to stand out. Did get shellacked a couple times against Michigan. Do you can you tuck that away and under like all running backs are going to games where you're not going to run for 100 yards or just maybe underwhelming stats compared to some of your other games? Do you feel that way, or do you think Nebraska was that kind of exposing to you the fact that Nebraska might need another running back in the stable along with him? Not to say that Emmett can't be one, but 1 and 2.
You always need a number 2 running back. I mean, you have to share the load. I mean, this is what college football is when you watch college football. You see Michigan with their 3-headed monster Saturday. I mean, you talk about 2 running backs, one rushing for 140-something, the other one rushing for 80-something. So, and then you look around the nation, you see how Singleton was. You see how they was with Penn State. You see how Jeremiah Love was with Notre Dame when they had a 2-headed monster. There's nothing bad about having it. I mean, Georgia, the University of Georgia probably plays 3 running backs a game, Buck. They don't have a settled number 1 guy. So they play a lot of guys, I mean, not saying that Emmett doesn't deserve all the carries, but I think we need to find a guy who's stable enough to take at least 5 to 6 carries a game off his load.
Do you think he makes it to 1,000 yards? Nebraska's been waiting for a 1,000-yard back. Right now he's on pace. If you just do the numbers, 1,173. But, of course, the competition going to get a little bit more stiff.
Yeah. You see a team like Michigan State that we're going to play, they're mostly a passing, not so friendly against. They're not so good against the pass.
Right.
When you look at them, they're probably dead last in the Big Ten when you talk about their passing percent. I'm trying to find it. I did have it, so I don't know what I did with it. But yeah, they're not the best at passing. We should have a heyday against a team like Michigan State. So we'll have to see how that goes when it comes to when we play them.
But of course, it's always been with Emmett Johnson too, not just the threat in the backfield, but out of the backfield as a receiver. That's been a consistent part of his game all along. And of course, Dana Holgerson has kind of heightened that level since he's kind of taken over the play calling duties with Emmett on campus. And for me too, I mean, I think it was hard not to notice, just kind of the size factor of Emmett against Michigan. So, kind of have that when you say the look of a Big Ten back, right? Maybe not quite. But he's been very productive. And at this point, like we said, third in the league in rushing and been a huge part to this Nebraska offense. Could use some backups maybe to kind of take a little bit of the pressure off of him. But I'll tell you, I'm glad that that you have him on board to give you an opportunity here. I don't know if he's gonna at the end of the day be one of the greatest to ever come through here. It's a great Nebraska institution. I could have been argued at one time running back there are a lot of legends to come through here. But he's going to have a chance to break that 1,000 yards. And that is something Nebraska, of course, has been waiting a long time to go. And I think if given the opportunity, I mean, if he can stay healthy, I think he's going to get the touches. I think he'll get there.
Yeah. When we look at it, Michigan State is ranked 112th in the country in pass efficiency defense. That's like comparing them to Akron, Bock, who's 100. So Dylan's going to have a heyday next week when we talk about it. So
yeah. And I was looking at them earlier too. That, obviously coming off that game, you might be worried about the pressure that Michigan State can give. They haven't had a sack against in their 2 games against Power 4 opponents so far, USC and Boston College. So they're not, it hasn't been that great in that department. And that's news, good news to Nebraska fans' ears. I don't think they've been especially prone at creating turnovers either. I think they've got 2 on the year. I think in each of those Power 4 competitions, they did, get a fumble recovery. So, that can always be tough without seeing the fumble to see where, was it caused or not. But also ran into a clip from Michigan State reporter that's not happy. He phrased it as their quarterback, Aiden Childs, has a great future. Nick Marsh, their wide receiver, has a great future. But outside of that, he doesn't think there's anybody on defense that's going to make it to the NFL. So, it is the defense, again, that in those games against Boston College and most recently with USC has given up 40-plus points. So, like you said, the opportunity is going to be there for Nebraska's offense to take advantage of this bye week and really lean on a defense that's struggling to find their own right now.
All right, Bock, let's go to break. And when we come back, more college football. We'll talk to Penn State when we come back, and we'll listen to a audio of James Franklin when we come back. See if you like it or not, Bock. 93.7 The Ticket.
That lady just took.
Farmers know it all starts with the soil. At Carbon Connections, they're helping you unlock its full potential. Their high-quality humic acid improves nutrient uptake, boosts root development, and enhances soil structure, so your crops get more from every acre. It doesn't stop there. With a full lineup of crop protection products, they help you reduce synthetic inputs while protecting yields and profits. Smarter inputs, healthier soils, better returns. It's time to grow more naturally. Visit Carbon Connections on Facebook or call them today at 402-947-1476 to learn how they can help your farm thrive. Carbon Connections, unlocking your potential.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
The Lincoln forecast for today, patchy fog possible this morning. Otherwise, we'll see plenty of sunshine with calm winds. International high near 82. Tonight, mainly clear skies and light and variable winds, the low near 57. And tomorrow, lots of sunshine with a light breeze, the high near 84. I'm meteorologist Kyle Flecker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Midwest Bank is proud to serve Nebraska communities for over 70 years. We're a community bank making local decisions, supporting community organizations, and helping businesses succeed with 10 locations throughout the state, from Wisner to Deschler, Norfolk to York, and right here in Lincoln too. Whether you're opening a checking account, buying your first home, in need of an ag loan, or in search of cash management services for your business, we're here for you. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Find out more at midwest.bank. Member FDIC.
A lot of businesses say they're family focused, but when tough situations in life arise, the business wants anything but your best interests. James Enterprise Incorporated is hiring, and they will always treat their employees like family, just as they do their customers. James Enterprise Incorporated is hiring Class A and B CDL drivers, a shop tech, and a diesel mechanic. If you're looking for a career with a company that goes above and beyond to value you and your family, apply today at jamesenterpriseinc.com or call 402-432-6740.
Fall is here, and so are cooler temps, darker evenings, and slick roads. Is your vehicle ready for the change in season? At A1 Automotive, we've got you covered. From tire checks, brake inspections, batteries, and heater systems, we make sure your car is road ready for the Nebraska winters ahead. Don't wait until the first frost. Schedule your fall car care checkup today and drive with confidence all season long. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Are you tired of your usual barbershop experience? Stop into Scissors and Scotch today. I know what you're thinking. Drink during a haircut? Don't worry. First comes the precision cut from one of their experienced barbers, followed by your complimentary cocktail in their upscale lounge. Scissors and Scotch blends your old school barber feel with your favorite watering hole. And now you can earn $10 off by simply mentioning the ticket. And if you're an existing member, still mention the ticket for an exclusive offer. Offer valid at Lincoln location only. Scissors and Scotch, located just south of 30th and Yankee Hill, and online at lincoln.scissorscotch.com.
Are your feet just killing you and you feel like all hope is lost? Say goodbye to discomfort and hello to pain relief at Brown's Shoe Fit. They offer expert advice along with high-quality products to help you find the right solution tailored to your specific needs. Need a different width? Not a problem. Brown's carries a wide range of widths in store. Brown's Shoe Fit on 66th and Q in Lincoln.
Sometimes good people make mistakes. When you find yourself in need of an attorney, call Liberty Law Group. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group will defend you in court and protect your freedom to get you the best possible outcome and the justice you deserve. Trust your freedom to Liberty Law Group, the best criminal attorneys in Nebraska and Iowa. Call them today at 877-404-5238. That's 877-404-5238. Or check them out online at libertylawgroup.com.
From the capital to castles, starting this December, fly nonstop from Lincoln to Orlando with service from Breeze Airways. That's right, nonstop flights to Orlando out of LNK are starting this December. You're now just a flight away from Disney World, Universal Studios, Legoland, and the Space Coast. Stretch out and relax on Breeze with complimentary family seating. Book your magical getaway now at LincolnAirport.com. LNK, make flying easy.
Empire Netting and Fence delivers top quality netting and fence solutions. From major sports venues to backyard installs and everything in between, coast to coast. We take on tough jobs with grit, integrity, and a strong commitment to safety. Empire is growing, and we're hiring motivated people ready to grow with us. We build each other up, and we're building something big. Think you've got what it takes? Apply now at empire-fence.com. That's empire-fence.com.
With your weekly high school sports update, I'm Nick Sainert. Capital City Schools had a respectable showing last Friday with Lincoln High beating South Sioux City 26-21. Lincoln Northeast stayed undefeated and improved to 4-0 with a 35-27 win against North Platte. Lincoln North Star blew out Omaha South 57-8, and in an inner city matchup, Lincoln East shut out Lincoln Southwest 20-0. We now turn our attention to Week 5 action this Thursday and Friday night with Lincoln Southeast traveling to number 1 Millard South. Lincoln Northeast hosts number 6 Omaha North, and number 4 Kearney versus number 10 Lincoln East this Friday night. This has been your weekly high school update on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
You're listening to Bock the Blackshirt, on air and online at theticketfm.com.
Welcome back to Bock and the Blackshirt here on 93.7 The Ticket. All right, Bock, let's play this James Franklin, Bock. I want to hear this because this has something to pertain to something like us when we do our thing November 1st. So listen to this, Bock.
Here's James Franklin. If I can get the computer to work with me, it's arguing. Here we go.
First of all, a normal game in Beaver Stadium is special, right? We are blessed and fortunate and do not take for granted that we, on a consistent basis, will get about 106,000 fans here. That number can go up a little bit, can go down a little bit, but we get great support week in and week out. And some programs would die to have 60,000. And we're obviously way, way, way above that. And then, the whiteout, like a lot of things, whether it's homecoming at a certain campus or whatever it may be, there's unique games. And this is something that was started, I think, about 20 years ago, if I'm right there, Chris. And it is taken off. And obviously there's a lot of factors that go into it. I know Fox tried to argue that a 12 o'clock whiteout was the same as a 7 o'clock whiteout. I think people would disagree with that. So there's been factors that have impacted it a little bit. But when you're able to get a night game against an opponent like we do with the sky, the black sky and the white uniforms and the white crowd and the contrast of the dark uniforms, and just the anticipation and the build up, the students sleeping outside the stadium all week. It's just turned into a special event, and not just in football, really in sports. If you're a sports fan, this is like a bucket list thing that you need to attend. And obviously it has huge impact on all the restaurants and hotels and bars and community. It's a pretty hot ticket.
All right, Bock, he's talking about the whiteout against Oregon Saturday. Took a little shot at Big Noon,
yes,
because they wanted to have the game at noon. But now that I think CBS picked it up, or NBC Saturday night game. So you're going to watch a whiteout Saturday night, Bock, with 106 to 110,000. Going to be probably one of the most exciting games of the year when we talk about this. The reason I played this, Bock, because Nebraska's going through the same thing. Now, we don't know the time slot for the blackout, which is November 1st against USC.
Yeah.
Blackout sounds great if it's at night. Won't look good if it's in the daytime now. James Franklin just said that, Bock. I mean, obviously, you don't have a whiteout or a blackout at a big noon game.
Well, it's just funny to watch this because, of course, the Buckeyes, I don't know if you've heard it, are kind of starting to be labeled the big noon Buckeyes because they're basically Fox's favorite choice every week to put that game on. And teams just don't like that time slot for obvious reasons. When you would rather play the night game, obviously bringing in recruits is a big part of that. Hard to get recruits to fly in for morning games. The noon games, easier to do that at night games. And then just the atmosphere. We all know there's a difference between even Memorial Stadium in a day game and a night game. Now, obviously, the best is a close competitive game with stakes on the line. But you've already kind of got that one way or the other with the Penn State-Oregon matchup this week. So, I mean, I understand why they're fighting for it. It's kind of funny because on the reverse of that, I believe it's Illinois and USC this week for Big Noon. And Lincoln Riley's not happy about it because
They played at 10 o'clock last week.
they did at night, right? I mean, they played late at night last week, and now their fans are going to wake up at 9 o'clock in the morning local time in LA to try to see the game. Would you like a Nebraska game starting at 9 o'clock locally? It'd be a little bit interesting to kind of roll out of bed and get right to the game.
Well, it's football. I mean, you've seen it in Germany. You've seen it in the NFL. So, you're getting paid now, so you have to adapt to whatever situation it is to get that check.
Yeah, it is. So, I mean, but it's just kind of funny because collectively, nobody seems to be the most happy to get Big Noon. And that's I think it's in repetitive. For Nebraska's standpoint, remember they had that in back-to-back weeks with Indiana and Ohio State last year. It is one of the, it's not just the fact that it's the time slot and the big game of the day for Fox. Again, everybody knows what you're talking about when you say Big Noon. It's almost the only time slot in location that has that. They've kind of been able to market it with a certain name. And so it is a highlight game. You look at this past week, though, too. I mean, it's not necessarily going to make it the most watched game of the day. You look at the highest rated games of last week, Florida and Miami on ABC, which was a night game, drew 6.5 million. Auburn in Oklahoma, which I think was on, when Nebraska was on 6.1 million. Nebraska, Michigan on CBS was the third highest rated game of the week with 5.3 million. And then you get back to Big Noon Fox. The fourth highest rated game was Texas Tech and Utah. Now, part of that could be Texas Tech and Utah, not the biggest fan bases as opposed to some of those other names. But again, part of it could be the time slot. But I think more often than not, if Nebraska gets that time slot, it's an opportunity for Nebraska to show out in front of the national audience. And so right now, I think they'll take it. But as these teams, maneuver and get their way up, you look at Penn State and USC, and like I said, for the longest time, Ohio State's already been complaining about it. When the eyes are on you, regardless of the time slot, that's when you kind of get frustrated with Big Noon.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't play too many night games. My years here in Nebraska, we was basically 11. Couple of games at 2:30, but most of them was at 11 o'clock. I mean, when you look at and when I asked this question, Bob, I played that because are we going to be on the right track for a blackout? I mean, that's the question. I mean, we have to still wait. We have to play the waiting game. If Nebraska wins and USC is still undefeated, meeting at I think is probably we're looking at a 7-1 Nebraska versus a 8-0 USC if it can continue like that.
Yeah, it could, and it's not beyond the realm of possibility from Nebraska's end. Obviously, we've kind of talked about this stretch in the bye week here. Michigan State at Maryland, at Minnesota, and Northwestern, all in front of that blackout USC game. Nebraska should be favored in all of those games. Doesn't mean you're going to win them all, but certainly an opportunity to set up a big game there against USC, again, the day after Halloween, November 1st.
All right, Bob, let's look at they're talking bowl games already. Some have labeled us, and I got 5 bowl destinations they already labeled us for. All right, Bob, number 1. This is from College Football News. They have us versing Utah in the Rape Bowl. Phoenix, Arizona, December 26th.
Would have been a little bit more exciting if Utah did not just get destroyed by Texas Tech.
Yeah.
But that is more on par with Nebraska.
we got beat by Texas. Michigan. So we're both lost the game. ESPN has us versus Utah in the SRS Distribution Bowl in Las Vegas, the Las Vegas Bowl. In Las Vegas on December 31st.
That'd be fun to go to Las Vegas. I think people would be happy with that.
Yeah.
They're obviously looking for a little better, but we'll see.
All right, some got us playing Cal in the Las Vegas Bowl on December 31st.
Cal, again, interesting.
ESPN. This is two different guys.
Oh, ESPN does.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting because Cal, I'm still trying to get a read on. They beat Minnesota, who is a team that Nebraska has here in a few weeks, and then got shut out 34-0 against San Diego State.
Yeah.
So I'm interested. I don't know where Cal is as a program, or Minnesota for that matter, because of those results.
All right. Sports Illustrated have us versus South Carolina in the Motor City Bowl in Nashville on December 30th.
Now that sounds like my favorite one so far. I think that would be fun. We'll see. Lenora Sellers obviously returned. Still, we're not able to get the win. So South Carolina already has 2 losses on the season. That's a solid team.
All right, USA Today has us playing Oklahoma in the Request Bowl in Tampa, Florida, December 31st.
Well, they must be projecting some Oklahoma losses after that schedule they're going to have is going to be difficult. I get that, but they're top 10 right now. That's my favorite one of the group, and that's my favorite one of any possibility. Nebraska, Oklahoma in a bowl game would be fantastic.
All right, Bock. We just seen 2 Michigan fans walking down the street.
We did.
Well, 2 Michigan guys. I said, "What? Y'all still in town? Y'all trying to take over our town now?" They say they're here for soccer. So, Bock,
Yeah.
we let them slide with that one.
It is time now to give away a gift card, $25 gift card to Bar 48. Bar 48 is Lincoln's newest craft cocktail lounge, if I can spit it out, conveniently located on North 48th Street. Bar 48 offers everything from cocktails, beer, wine, and so much more. Follow Bar 48 on Facebook to stay up to date on their live music performances every Saturday night. Make plans to visit Bar 48 on North 48th Street in the heart of University Place today. If you want $25 to Bar 48, I'm going to make you earn it during the break. We're going to go ahead and go to break. Text in how many touchdowns Emmett Johnson has to this point in the season. If you are correct, the first one will win $25 gift card to Bar 48.
93.7 Ticket. We'll be right back.
Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197.
Comfort food, but make it vegan. At Rutabagas, they're serving all your crave-worthy classics. Mac and cheese, loaded nachos, Philly cheesesteaks, all 100% plant-powered and 100% delicious. Catch them at their cozy spot at 70th and Vine, or find their food truck rolling through the streets of Lincoln. So whether you're vegan, veg curious, or just hungry for comfort food with a twist, Rutabagas has a plate waiting for you. Find them on Instagram for their food truck location and specials. Rutabagas, where comfort meets compassion. This is your invite to Lincoln's Oktoberfest. On Saturday, September 27th, come to Beer House at 8th and P in the Haymarket from 11 a.m. till 8 p.m. for a full day of German fun. Live bands, mouth-watering food, cold brews, and games for every age. Try your hand at Steinholding, Cornhole, or bring friends for Hammerschlagen. Admission is just $9 in advance, and VIP gives you tokens, a Stein, rooftop access, and more. Lincoln's Oktoberfest, where the beer is flowing, the food is sizzling, and the spirit is Bavarian strong. Be there. Are your feet just killing you and you feel like all hope is lost? Say goodbye to discomfort and hello to pain relief at Brown's Shoe Fit. They offer expert advice along with high-quality products to help you find the right solution tailored to your specific needs. Need a different width? Not a problem. Brown's carries a wide range of widths in store. Brown's Shoe Fit on 66th and Q in Lincoln.
Are you looking to upgrade or improve the garage door on your home? This is Cameron Hall of Doors Plus. At Doors Plus, we guarantee to offer a wide selection of options from 5 leading garage door manufacturers as we deliver a free estimate, exact measurements, and rapid installation with a 3 to 5 week time frame. When you choose Doors Plus for your residential garage door needs, you'll work with our experienced technicians and be ensured that your new door seamlessly complements your home. Give us a call at 402-590-5800 or visit us online at DoorsPlusLLC.com. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
Farmers know it all starts with the soil. At Carbon Connections, they're helping you unlock its full potential. Their high-quality humic acid improves nutrient uptake, boosts root development, and enhances soil structure, so your crops get more from every acre. But it doesn't stop there. With a full lineup of crop protection products, they help you reduce synthetic inputs while protecting yields and profits. Smarter inputs, healthier soils, better returns. It's time to grow more naturally. Visit Carbon Connections on Facebook or call them today at 402-947-1476 to learn how they can help your farm thrive. Carbon Connections, unlocking your potential.
Empire Netting and Fence delivers top quality netting and fence solutions. From major sports venues to backyard installs and everything in between, coast to coast. We take on tough jobs with grit, integrity, and a strong commitment to safety. Empire is growing, and we're hiring motivated people ready to grow with us. We build each other up, and we're building something big. Think you've got what it takes? Apply now at empire-fence.com. That's empire-fence.com.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
The Lincoln forecast for today, patchy fog possible this morning. Otherwise, we'll see plenty of sunshine with calm winds and an afternoon high near 82. Tonight, mainly clear skies and light variable winds, the low near 57. And tomorrow, lots of sunshine with a light breeze, the high near 84. I'm meteorologist Kyle Flecker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
When it comes to concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction doesn't stall. They go for the takedown. As Nebraska's full-service concrete contractor, they stay in bounds, hold inside position, and never forfeit quality. Whether it's foundations, flatwork, or concrete coatings, they elevate performance and pin down results that win every time. Stevens & Smith Construction is a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket. Because when it's time to wrestle with concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction slams expectations.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstoRats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats.
Fall is here, and so are cooler temps, darker evenings, and slick roads. Is your vehicle ready for the change in seasons? At A1 Automotive, we've got you covered. For tire checks, brake inspections, batteries, and heater systems, we make sure your car is road ready for the Nebraska winters ahead. Don't wait until the first frost. Schedule your fall car care checkup today and drive with confidence all season long. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
A lot of businesses say they're family focused, but when tough situations in life arise, the business wants anything but your best interests. James Enterprise Incorporated is hiring, and they will always treat their employees like family, just as they do their customers. James Enterprise Incorporated is hiring Class A and B CDL drivers, a shop tech, and a diesel mechanic. If you're looking for a career with a company that goes above and beyond to value you and your family, apply today at jamesenterpriseinc.com or call 402-432-6740.
93.7 The Ticket is your home for every Kansas City Royals baseball game. Bobby Witt Jr., Salvador Perez, Vinny Pasquantino, and the rest of the Royals attempt to make the postseason for the second season in a row. And you can hear all the action on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Your home for Kansas City Royals baseball. You're listening to Bock the Blackshirt, on air and online at theticketfm.com.
Welcome back to 93.7. Boy, the conversations we have off air are some of the best ones.
Congratulations, by the way, to Bill. He was the winner of our Bar 48 giveaway here.
Bill and Bennett?
No, different Bill.
Oh, okay.
But he correctly said that Emmett Johnson has 5 touchdowns on the year, 4 rushing, 1 receiving. You looking forward to Thursday Night Football here? I'm looking forward to it finally.
Is my mic on?
Should be. I'll turn up the
All right.
up a little bit. Yeah, it's Arizona and the Seahawks. My Cardinals finally get some national attention here.
Well, it's probably going to be on Peacock somewhere we can't watch it, so it doesn't matter. Anywhere. Where they playing
It is.
at?
I think it's Amazon
Prime Video.
Yeah,
see?
Prime Video. Yep.
I'm not wasting any more money, Bach. I am tapped out with resources of trying to watch football.
We talked about that at the beginning of the show. How spread out.
Yeah,
you are.
now this is on Prime Video.
Yeah.
You know what I'll be doing while this game is on? Playing Call of Duty. That's my Prime Video.
Would there be a matchup that can get you in there? If Seahawks Cardinals doesn't do it, would the Falcons get you to go to Prime?
No.
No.
Hell no. Nebraska won't even get me to go to Prime.
Oh yeah, you're just done.
I'm one shot shouty, and that means I'm staying with one. Hey, as long as what's this? YouTube TV is taking this out of my check every month. Yeah, I don't have time for another programming, Bob. I don't.
Yeah. Fair enough. If you're looking at the game tonight, both teams are 2-1. Seahawks are favored by 1.5. It is at Arizona. Seahawks have a 7-game winning streak against their division rival, the Cardinals. So keep that in mind if you're going out there for the bet. James Conner is out for the season after back-to-back 1,000-yard rushing season. So that's going to hurt Arizona. They turned to Trey Benson to try to pick up the slack there. If you're looking at the matchup, it's particularly interesting when the Cardinals defense is on the field and the Seahawks offense is out there. The Cardinals have allowed the 4th fewest rushing yards in the league this season, while the Seahawks have averaged the 4th fewest yards per carry. The Seahawks only have 100 yards rushing so far this year, so that makes me feel pretty good. On the opposite end, the Seahawks have the 12th best passing offense, and the Cardinals have the 30th ranked pass defense. So as long as the Seahawks don't air it out, if the Cardinals can make it a ground game, I feel confident. The other interesting part of this game, too, for me, and maybe it's the Cardinals fan bias, Seahawks might have different things they're kind of looking at going into this game, is Marvin Harrison Jr. had 2 awful drops. I mean, big drops last week that partially...
He's a bust.
Can you imagine that? I mean, we were talking him up for years.
Yeah, now he gets in the NFL.
And now in the NFL, I mean, Cardinals are the place where people go to become
the end their career.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'm glad that you said this about Seahawks, because I got a player from the Seahawks I want to talk about.
Okay.
Sean Alexander.
Yeah.
Remember him?
Since he suited up. Yeah,
former running back for
absolutely.
the Seahawks. Him and his wife are having baby number 14.
Oh, my goodness.
He has 10 girls right now and 3 boys and 1 on the way.
And it's all one marriage?
One marriage.
Wow. Well.
God damn it, Bach, when I say that.
Yeah, that's
oh my God.
I gotta look up and see. That's competitive with Philip Rivers. How many kids does Philip Rivers has? He
doesn't have that many right there, Bach. I seen the post and he said they got 1 on the way. He has 10 girls and 3 boys.
I think Philip Rivers has 10 children, which is not as many as 14.
Appreciate you, unknown texter.
Yeah, so that's interesting. That's a lot of kids. I suppose if you have, the financial problems are probably not, with their NFL salaries. Maybe they've done well enough. Some people, I shouldn't say everybody, is able to hold on to that money or invest it well. But you'd think if you have 14 kids, that's a lot.
Yeah, you see it now?
Let me look. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I see that. So a little bit of shout out from one of the texters there trying to help out with one of the problems. But
yeah. No, I'm just saying, did you see Sean Alexander with the 14 kids?
Yeah, I'm going to look that up.
Yeah. 14 kids. That's a lot.
Can you imagine
I
yelling
can't.
at your kid?
I can't imagine. I can't imagine me having 14 kids, because the 2 that I have right now makes me very cusser.
Frustrated. Yeah, they're already frustrated.
Cusser friendly. So yeah, I'm not with that part. I just don't see 15, 14.
Yeah.
Or even 10.
So everybody's got their different goals. I guess I would say kind of feel bad for his wife. That's a lot of.
Well, she keeps having them though.
Well, birth is one of the scary. As a man, birth is one of the scariest things I can.
It probably is, but once you get 14, you shouldn't have a problem with it. That's like a chicken laying an egg, Brock. It's easy.
Yeah, it could be. I mean, apparently it's not too much of a problem.
The cigar say I got 2. Cigar guy say I got 2, and it feels that's a lot. It is. I mean, especially if they're I couldn't imagine having 14 kids.
Absolutely not. By the way, shout out to my sister who just had her first kid last night. So I'm an uncle now. I'm gonna go visit.
First time uncle?
A little bit. Well, second time. But
second time uncle.
Yeah.
But let me show you how old I am. I have 9 nieces and nephews.
Okay, yeah, you've been through it.
I have 7 great nieces and great nephews. So
I got to wait a little bit on that one.
yeah, so I have like altogether, Buck, I have like 16 nieces and nephews. Older, yeah, my oldest niece is like 30 something. Her and my nephew, and I think the youngest one might be my brother's child. She's probably 2,
Okay.
2 or 3.
Yeah, that's a wide range.
Yeah, I'm like 14 years older than my youngest brother.
Oh, okay.
So I was like 14 years old when he was born.
Yeah. How many siblings do you have?
I have 3 brothers and a sister.
Okay, yeah.
So my mom had 4 boys. My dad had another one, but so my dad got 2 boys and a girl. My mom got 4 boys.
Yeah, I was from a 5-child family as well. It used to be more common back in the day. I thought that was a big family, but 14 is
Somebody said I couldn't come up with 14 names to give them. Bockoven,
yeah.
Bockomania,
Let's go
Bockalicious.
So what are all those reindeer Santa has? There's like 9 of them there.
Yeah, be like George Floyd and name him George 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Give him every type of name. Bock the Blackshirt. Hey, we'll see y'all tomorrow on Good Sense Friday here at 93.7 The Ticket.
Sometimes good people make mistakes. When you find yourself in need of an attorney, call Liberty Law.